From Eyewitness News, this is the Tarbox Toyota Hyundai Friday Night Football Wrap.
And welcome into week 3 of the high school football wrap with Mark Dondero. I'm Yianni Kourakis. So many games to get to tonight, Mark. We start with our game of the week, and we had a little trouble figuring out what that should be tonight.
Yes, we did. We'll get to LaSalle and Cranston West in a moment, but we have to start with 5-time defending state champion Hendricken. They had a tough road test tonight at Portsmouth, and the fans, the Patriot fans, the cold, nothing doing over there, shirtless for them. Portsmouth down 14-zip in the second half, but they cut that deficit in half pretty quick. John Coyne scrambles out. He goes up top. Tristan Krensavage hauls it in, 14-7 Hawks, but the defending champs poured on. Chris Hindle, the bomb. Dante Baldelli, the baseball all-star, hauls it in. Then Hendricken seals it on defense, down 14 points. Patriots taking some chances, but Anthony Witherstone picks it off.
Give me that.
And Bishop Hendricken, they win it 35-7 over Portsmouth.
Rocco Baldelli all pumped up. Over to Cranston Stadium. Cranston West hosting LaSalle. Second quarter, Falcons down 14-0, but at the goal line, Matthew Leonardo on the carry. He will dive for the pylon. Ref signals touchdown. We have a ball game, 14-6. Back come the Rams. So impressive last week over Barrington. They keep it going. QB Jace Pina keeps this one himself, fooling everyone. Then CJ Waite on the carry. He curls around and flips into the end zone. 10-yard score to make it 28-6. Waite, who also stars on the basketball team, he can play a little defense too. Reads the pass. It goes the other way. That is a pick six. LaSalle, perhaps the best team in the state thus far. 41-6 victory.
All right, let's go to Barrington and South Kingstown. Barrington on the road. And this is Barrington quarterback Liam McManus dropping back here. Got to get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it! Doesn't get rid of it. Takes the sack. Later, it's SK on the doorstep. All SK in this one. Aaron Edson does the honors. SK rolls over Barrington. 47-zip. The final. Tough start for the Eagles.
From Curtis Corner Middle School to Pierce Stadium, Cumberland visiting East Providence after the Townies return the second half kickoff for a TD. The Clippers follow suit, sort of. Joshua Brodeur on the big return. He's headed for 6 before getting knocked out of bounds right before the goal line. 2 plays later, check this out. Jake Salisbury nearly picked off in the end zone, but tipped. Andrew Walters, Johnny on the spot. That's a touchdown to make it 15-7, but EP's defense will do just enough tonight. Fourth quarter, Theodore Rogers, big fourth down sack. East Providence escapes. 15-13 is your final. So that wraps things up on the Division I slate. Let's head into some D2 action.
Yanni, Pawtucket and Chariho are on opposite ends of the state, so Tolman had a ride tonight to get to their game against the Chargers, and this was interesting. The K-ball was actually put in play to start the game. Can't have that, so they had to bring in the game ball, and when they did, well, this is Yusef E. Berryman for Tolman darting towards the goal line. He would be stopped just short, but Tolman would execute a 1-yard touchdown run. Then more Tolman. Chariho quarterback would fumble, and Jacob Vargalish would pick it up for Tolman and head into the end zone. Tolman went on to top Chariho 49-20.
A battle of undefeated squads with Mount Hope visiting Shea. Opening minutes of this game, Shea in the red zone. Raiders quarterback Dominic Navarro looks left, but he will sling it right back of the end zone. Marvin Laporte for 6. 3 minutes later, after a 30-yard gain by Gerald So, Navarro tosses it outside to Alonzo Wheela, who cuts inside for the score. Raiders up 2 touchdowns at the end of 1. Don't count out Mount just yet. Late second quarter, design handoff. This is Corey Cardoso. He reaches the end zone, but that would be it for the Huskies. Shea is a winner tonight. 21-7 is your final.
North Kingstown visiting the home of the Johnston Panthers tonight, and we will start with the boys in baby blue. Joe Turchetta, number 1. Johnston making moves into the end zone. He goes. Johnston on the board, but they weren't on it enough. Crosby Lynch here for NK. He has 2 last names, and he dumps one off to guess who? Christopher George. First names. And that's just perfect. George does the rest, going all the way for the touchdown, helping the Skippers to the 48-14 win over Johnston.
Over to Conley Stadium, Central hosting Warwick Vets. The Knights defense came to play tonight, sniffing out the Hurricanes' run play in the backfield. Credit Christopher Lima for the tackle for a loss. So Vets forced to punt. Central's Tony Reeves receiving it. Whoop! Jukes one guy, then heads outside. That's my best Chris Berman imitation.
Well done.
57 yards to pay dirt. Central rolls. 48-6 is the final.
Moves there. rowdy on Aquidneck Island tonight. Middletown Islanders cheerleaders trying to fire up their team as they hosted Rogers, but the Vikings, the only team having much fun. Third down conversion here. Timothy Pratt finds Miguel Collazo over the middle. That set up first and goal. Then that turns into 6. Pratt to Isaac Garcia. He plunges into the end zone. Isaac can play both sides of the ball, mind you. Here he is, tracking down the opposing quarterback and taking him down for the loss. 40-7, the final. Rogers rolls over Middletown.
A lot of one-sided games tonight. St. Ray's hoping to bounce back after a tough one-point loss last week hosting Coventry. Let's pick this up third quarter. 21-0 Saints lead when quarterback Xavier Torres rolls out on 4th and 5. He finds Khalil Harley just waiting in the end zone. Ensuing possession for the Okers, quarterback Michael Abruzese throws it right to the other team. That's Samuel Nuo for the interception. Saints defense rolling with a shutout. Same drive. Saints play it safe, running the ball, but Tunde Akinjobi wants more. Offensive line getting them in the end zone. That caps off the blowout. 36-0 Saints. Down to Westerly, Bulldogs hosting West Warwick. Wizards up 14-0 in the second. Westerly going for it on 4th down. They connect Joshua Guggen to Ethan Holloway. That moves the chains. Later in the drive, Holloway punches in the goal line score, but it's not enough. Wizards over Westerly 20-7. That video courtesy of Perry Russell.
The Tarbox Toyota Hyundai Friday Night Football Wrap continues.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Football Wrap. Yianni Kourakis, Mark Dondero. Yianni, so you saw LaSalle tonight. I know you haven't seen a ton of Hendricken, but right now, would you say LaSalle is a little better than Hendricken?
Tough to say because the Hawks are the defending champs, and every year it's the year that the Hawks are going to get knocked off. But LaSalle looked really good tonight. They beat Barrington easily last week. Barrington's been struggling. They won against Cranston West. So I'd say those two are the top two. But LaSalle, I think this may be the year for the Rams.
We'll eventually sort it all out. Let's get back to the action from tonight. This game, Lincoln and Pilgrim. Start with Pilgrim quarterback David McMullen. He rolls out just beyond the tackle box and finds Ty Weldon Martin for the touchdown. I used to run that exact same play in Madden 03 with Mike Vick. He would roll way up.
Who's on the cover of that one?
I think it was it Marshall Falk?
Eddie George?
Or Mike Vick? No, it was either Vick or Falk. That's the touchdown there from Lincoln, but too much McMullen. How about the fake toss? He goes into the end zone. 22-12, Pilgrim over Lincoln.
Central Falls looking for their first win, hosting Tiverton, getting all fired up. Opening drive of the game, quarterback Steven Gashiosh drops back, finds Brett Sylvia for the big gain. Nicely done. 2 plays later, it's Sylvia again. This time he squeezes his way through the middle for the rushing touchdown. 2-point conversion is good. Next series for the Tigers, 3rd and goal on the 5-yard line. Gashiosh takes it himself, untouched, puts his team up 50-0 early after a blocked kick. Central Falls gets some offensive help from their wideout Marcelino de Vega, streaking 20 yards down the sideline to put his team on the board, but Tiverton's ground and pound game too much for the Warriors. They pull off the victory, 29-14.
On the Massachusetts beat now, undefeated Bishop Stang taking the trip over the bridge to face Somerset Berkeley. Host not very kind to the Spartans. A host of Raiders team up for the takedown. CJ Mulrooney and Logan Souza leading the charge. Loss of yardage turns into a punt for Stang. Next possession, the Somerset option offense grinding out the yards. Justin Duarte to Kyle Crombie. That one good for a first down. A little later, Crombie finishes the deal. Raiders hand the Spartans their first loss. Shut them out, 22-0 the final.
All right, you can catch highlights from all 14 games on WPRI.com a little bit later tonight. The whole kit and caboodle and the games individual. So go to WPRI.com.
And don't forget to like both Yianni and I's new Facebook pages. Mine's very new.
Well, mine's
I just sorted.
not new.
Okay, so I just got a new one. My bosses just helped me do it. So if you could like mine, that would be it would make me look really nice. So whatever you can do.
How many likes do you have right now?
Probably none. We just
your wife and daughter, probably.
It's about okay. My daughter's on Facebook. She's 16 months. She's always on the app there. But yes, if you could roll those likes in, it would help me out.
All right.
Thank you.